This was a race between Bowdoin and URI. The polar bears, I think, are green here. URI is pink. Right off the start here, pretty big line. Polar bears look like they're going to be controlling at least two pairs pretty quickly. Looked like the line was pretty pin favored or a big left phase. So polar bears in green were course left of their pairs, taking advantage of that first shift, which is pretty good here. As we zoom out, you can see the ice was a pretty big factor on the left side of the race course, and if you were leading your pair into the ice, you could call for room to attack first and likely end up ahead. And the nice thing here, we have, one of our boat, the pink boat's kind of coming down on us, which is fine because this threesome is the less advantaged threesome. So, I think looks like Tom and maybe Julia or Tom and Mimi are doing a really nice job of just making this pass back take as long as possible. Pink 18 has a soup tack out, and we, I think Tom's bow out here. He's just got to be nice and patient. See, here we have, looks like a 1-3 developing. Maybe having an ace. And a pretty big gap between the 3 and 4, at least currently. One of the things you got to be wary of in the 1-3 with a big gap is if you try to force the pass back too much, you can basically eliminate that gap really quickly and allow the other team to kind of get back in the race. So here I really think the 3 should just push to 2. We can round mark 1 with a 1-3 and be kind of all good. It's still a winning combination, and just kind of keep forcing the race fast forward. We're pretty aggressive here with a little bit of a mark trap scenario. And I think it ends up costing us. Yeah, we end up going maybe 2, 3, 6. So we entered that 1-3-5 or 1-3-6, and we did not exit that well. So that was not a great win mark situation. But we're play 2 now. We got to, again, pay attention to starboard advantage. Kind of giving that pink boat inside there is not great. But we have a nice solid hook here on them, which is good. And, this downwind, we've got to balance our pairs to the outside as much as we can. We are vulnerable to URI going play 1 here. They're inside and maybe a little bit bow ahead. And that's where their first place boat, if they were a little bit closer, they can maybe make an easy hit, but they're too far ahead, which is to the benefit of us. I don't think we necessarily have luffing rights right now, but we're sailing fast downwind, and we are either 2-4-5 or 3-4-5, kind of working our way downwind here. Our boat, just to windward of the pink boat's doing a nice job of trying to get on their wind, really slowing them down as much as possible, hopefully allowing our low boat to get back into the game here. Get Got to get on his breeze a little bit. It looks like we have our good, really pretty good boat set up there in terms of our mainsail. So Jai back here. Looks like we have maybe the 235. Coming into Mark 3. And again, when we're maybe we're 236, but we're okay with rounding Mark 3 236 with a nice no gap. If we can get a double hook, that's awesome. Our 6 does a nice job of working inside. As soon as you see that, then maybe you're thinking about a double mark trap, allowing your 6th place teammate to kind of get right back into the game. And let's watch this unfold. Really tight, 236. When it's really tight, it is for the pickings to kind of go play 2, which is awesome. Nice rounding there. We control our pairs into the mark. We exit 234 with one of their boats spinning, which is great. We pick up that pair that's trying to go on the low road. Again, in our 234, we want to be thinking who our most advantaged boat is and who we kind of want to ask the most of. We're a little bit off the screen in terms of the camera. And one of our boats has definitely lost a little bit of leverage there, which is tough. We might be 2-3. 236, 235. Coming into this dock here, looks like we get a nice little right shift. And, I think the fleet race stuff, we did a much better job of fleet racing towards the end of the day. Looks like we're now pretty solid, 2-3-4. Controlling 2 pairs to the outside. The boats luffing on the docks were a nuisance all day with the camera, but really nice tack there from bow 14. And we won't see it, but Polar Bears did end that race 2-3-4. Really nice race against URI.